You see that the water is collected in here from the rain. This is actually a wash where it flows down through. And I was thinking about a song today. A song about water. It's kind of an old cowboy song. Although it wasn't written in the 1800s, it was probably written in the middle of the 1900s, 1930, 40, 50, by a group called the Sons of the Pioneers. And just that, thinking about that song, seemed like there might be something. It always spoke to me. I learned how to sing it. So I'm going to sing a little bit of it and maybe talk a little bit and then sing a little more. And I have a little understanding, but I have a feeling that I'm going to discover, just in sharing it with you, I'm going to discover some things. So the song's called Cool Water. You can hear the water in the background. And it's cool. So it starts out something like this, and I may make a few mistakes. All day I face the barren waste without a taste of water, cool water. Oh, Dan and I, with throats burned dry and souls that cry for water, cool, clear water. Sundance thinks I'm calling for him, don't you, huh? Okay. Well, you're a water. You're my water in a way. Yeah, you are. Yes, you are. You feed my soul. Yes, you do. You too, beauty. Yeah, beauty too. Yeah, beauty too. Yeah, okay, guys. All right, now let me talk about this song for a minute. Water, in some respects, it's the most essential. You can live without food for quite a while. But you can't live without water for very long. So water, the craving for water is really the craving for almost the most basic, essential thing in life, which some people might call God. But you don't have to believe in a God to feel that there's something beyond our little worlds. So that water is really about connection. Life. Connecting with the most basic, uniting component of life. So it's about a person in kind of a wasteland. Perhaps a wasteland of their life, and they're looking for that. They're thirsty for that. They're in pain almost from that thirst. And it seems to have been a long time since they've had that connection, that feeling, the deep, true presence of themselves. And it's that feeling of when you're so thirsty, and that first touch or taste of cool water. And your whole body is 90% water. So then what happens is, it goes something like this. Listen to me, Dan, don't you listen to him, Dan. He's a devil, not a man, and he spreads the burning sands with water. So Dan's, in a sense, his buddy who's with in the desert, walking along, and the mirages, that's what they're seeing. And it's, the devil is the mind. It creates the illusion of what looks like water. But it's not water. It's more of the wasteland. So he's telling him, don't listen. Don't listen to him, Dan. He's a devil, not a man. He's your mind trying to fool you from your own deep fears and desires. And then he says, Dan, can you see that big green tree with the waters running free and it's waiting there for you and me? So there's a tree, there's growth, there's life, there's greenness. It's like a cottonwood tree. You can sometimes see it out in the middle of nowhere where it wouldn't ordinarily be, because they need a lot of water, like 200 gallons sometimes, to be able to grow. So when you see that green, that's not an illusion. That's life. That's something growing up from in the ground. And it's real. And it's rooted. And it's connected. And it connects the earth with the sky. And it's full of water. And you know what it's connecting to is water. This deep, basic, essential ground of being. So then it goes, the nights are cool and I'm a pool, each star's a pool of water, cool water. So each star's a pool and I'm a pool. That star and I are the same in a way. Pool of water, cool, clear water, this basic ground of being that connects us all. But with the dawn I wake and yawn and carry on to water. So the thirst is still there. He still hasn't found the water, but he knows it's there, looking up in the stars. He feels that deep essential connection, that it's possible. He knows that in his mind. The stars and himself, they tell him that, but it's still kind of a thought. Till at dawn he wakes up and continues on to find water. The shadows sway and seem to say, tonight we'll pray for water, cool water. And way up there he'll hear our prayer and show us where there's water, cool, clear water. Listen to me, Dan, don't you listen to him, Dan. He's a devil, not a man, and he spreads the burning sands with water. Dan, can you see that big green tree where the water's running free and it's waiting there for you and me? Cool, clear water. So the state of prayer is a state of presence. It's a connection not to his thinking mind, but a deeper knowing inside of him that connects with what I call the flow. The flow. It's like a river in which everything is connected to. And there's the flow in life. So through this deeper listening, not listening to his mind. He enters the flow. And they find that green tree of the self. Of cool, clear water. And that water is part of Sundance. It's part of beauty. It's actually everywhere we go. Even sometimes we don't see it. So all you have to do is see it. Listen. It's there. It never goes away. We just go away. So listen to what knows. Hear the flow of cool, clear water. Well, something else came into my mind. It's another song, poem. I don't know who actually wrote this. I do remember perhaps some country western sang it. Maybe somebody like, no, I can't remember his name. But anyway, I don't need to explain this. However, I'm probably going to have a hard time remembering it. So I may have to fake my way through it a bit. It goes something like this. I was traveling west of Buckskin on my way to a cattle run. Across a little cactus desert under a hard bargaining sun. Thirsty down on my toenails, I stopped me for a rest on a stump. I tell you, I couldn't believe it when I looked and saw that pump. It looked to be a mirage at first. It'll fool a thirsty man. But then I saw a note stuck in a baking soda can. This pump is old, the note began, but she works, so give her a try. I put a new sucker washer in her, but you may find the leather dry. Under a rock you'll find some water left there in a vinegar jar, and there's just enough to prime it with. So don't you go drink it first. Just pour it in and pump like mad. And buddy, you'll quench your thirst. I found the jar. I'll tell you, there was nothing prettier in my eye, and I was sorely tempted to drink it, because the pump looked mighty dry. But the note went on. Have faith, my friend, for there's water down below. You gotta give to really get. I'm the one to know. So I poured the water and primed the pump until I heard that beautiful sound of wubber blubbling and splashing up out of that hole in the ground. I thanked the pump, and I thanked the Lord, and I thanked old Desert Pete. I drank and drank until the bottoms of my feet were cool. And there was one last bit to the note. Leave the bottle full for others. As if to say, again, you gotta give to really get. Leave the bottle full for others. Old Desert Pete. Merry Christmas to you all, and drink that cool water, but leave the bottle full for others.